Hi everyone, this is Randy Hilarski. I'm reporting from Panama City, Panama. It's been a crazy couple days here in Panama with all the news of this leak of the Panama Papers. And I just want to talk about an article that I wrote on Saturday, and it was talking about where to go in the event of an economic crisis or an economic collapse. And Sunday, another article came out and it was talking about the best place to go, the safest places to travel to, and Panama made the list. So all of these culminating to one video that I'm making for you. And I'm talking about the economic collapse because I live here in what can be considered one of the trade capitals of the world. A lot of worldwide trade comes through Panama. We live on the Panama Canal. My wife and I drive by the canal every day. We get to see the trade. We get to see the amount of containers on the ships, and I'll tell you, we have not, the ships have half the loads that I'm used to seeing. And for those of you who don't know, the new expansion of the Panama Canal is actually opening at the end of June. So trade is slowing, the economy is slowing. There's been lots of layoffs at the Cologne Free Zone, where all the trade for Latin and South America happens. The companies come from Latin and South America, purchase the products, they take them back to the countries, and they sell them. That's how the Cologne Free Zone works. And thousands of people have been laid off. Construction workers around the city have been laid off. You see that building behind me, that's Soho Mall. That's where the new Ritz-Carlton Hotel is going to go. And that crane on top of that building has not moved, in my guess, 4 to 5 months. So the money is drying up. The credit is drying up. It's just a word of warning to let you know that there is a collapse happening. It might be going slow, but things are definitely slowing down. So one thing that I've always known throughout history is that when trade stops crossing borders, soldiers tend to cross the borders instead. So prepare yourselves. And what we're seeing currently, instead of the traditional warfare that we're used to, we're seeing warfare being done through the internet, through geopolitical ways, as like these Panama Papers, these leaks. These are big, and this is just another form of warfare. And just pay attention to what's going on. If you look at these Panama Papers, if you hear what's going on with the Mossack Fonseca law firm, which just happens to be 2 blocks away from me, on the other side of the Soho Mall, not even a quarter mile away from me. They were helping a lot of leaders around the world with their shell companies and things like that. Well, let me let you guys know, this is Panama, and this is big business in Panama. Mossack Fonseca is not the only company or only law firm in Panama that sets up shell companies and corporations. So legally, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's not illegal in Panama to do these things. It's just a part of the world economy that a lot of people don't know about. So don't judge Panama. Panama is well known for this. It's big business. So there's 5 things that I want to get across to you to help you protect you and your family. And I've been in Panama for 5 years. It's a wonderful place to live. And I moved here and I decided that this is going to be my future. Do I believe that I'll never leave Panama? I don't know. If the political situation here ever becomes unstable or I don't feel comfortable here any longer, then my wife and I could possibly leave. But currently at this moment, this is a great place to live. So I want to tell you the 5 things I believe you can do to help protect your family. And the first one is move to an economically free country. Somewhere where you can go and you can carry out your business and do what you want to do in life. And that's how I firmly believe. Panama is just one of the countries. I have a list of 15. I'll leave the link to the article below the video so that you can go check out the article that I wrote. Number 2 is invest a portion of your assets in physical gold and silver, but I don't recommend you keep it at your house. Someone knocking on your door and stealing your gold and silver would not be a way, that would not be good for anybody. So I recommend you store it in a location in another country. And I wrote an article about that last week. There's put 3 places. One was here in the Panama Pacifico Free Zone, one's in Singapore, and another one is over in Switzerland. So diversify your assets, diversify them politically, which means in other countries, and that way you can protect yourself. Now the third thing is buy Bitcoin and start using it. Bitcoin is huge, but I don't want you to sit on it like an egg. I want you to start learning how to use it. I want you to transact in it. For those of you who don't know, this is for those in the US and I think Canada also, who can shop on Amazon.com. If you use a website called purse.io, you can save about 15% on your purchases by buying in Bitcoin. If you want to know more about Bitcoin, contact me. I'll set you up. I'll even do consulting for small businesses and for companies who want to start using Bitcoin. Now you can even set up accounts through companies like Coinapult and Crypto Capital, where your money comes into Bitcoin and it immediately changes into dollars, yen, pounds, euro, whatever you want. You may not have heard about it, but it's happening. And you can actually get a debit card that's attached to your Bitcoin account and use Bitcoin for all of your transactions, not just your online transactions. So, next one, start a business to earn regular income. Now, I truly believe in diversifying your income. I'm not a person that believes in working for a company or having one job where you only have one income. I believe to have multiple streams of income, set up multiple businesses. We have our tour company, we have our marketing company, we have our social media marketing company. So we have 3, and that helps us to never worry about our income, because if one does not work at that particular moment, the other 2 can carry it. Now the 5th thing is be ready for the meltdown in real estate. As we saw in 2008, real estate can plunge quickly. I believe it's on its way down right now, especially here in Panama. People are losing their jobs, the inflation is up, interest rates could possibly go up. I don't know if that's going to happen, but with a slowing of the world economy, I believe that the housing prices are going to come down, and we might start having foreclosures and things like that. If you have cash ready, it might be a chance for you to buy something on the cheap. I did it once before. In 2009, I bought my house in Rochester, New York, and I bought a foreclosure, rehabbed it, and then I sold it 4 years later for 3 times the price. So you can do the same thing. My wife and I are going to try to repeat that here in Panama. I think now's the time for it to happen. But back to the Panama Papers. Do not worry about the Panama Papers. It's geopolitics. It's politicians throwing dirt at each other. It's intelligence agencies grabbing information and hurting other countries. This is just a new form of warfare, folks. So enjoy your day, and ciao from Panama.